Oh man, so as you guys know, we've been covering Keith Lee's tour in Atlanta and things have been going crazy. A lot of good mixed with a lot of bad, but y'all know the bad goes further than the good. But hey, we've been trying to cover every aspect that we can of the situation because it does point to a common subject that we always discuss, which is people want us to support black businesses, but people saying that black businesses, they often have an issue with customer service. Now, many times when people rate restaurants, they usually just talk about the taste of the food and also the aesthetics of the restaurant. Keith Lee factors in customer service into his rating of the restaurant, and that plays a big hand in the reactions that people receive from these folks. In Atlanta, it seems like it's been a big problem when it comes to customer service. Now, recently he talked about his experience at Kandi Burruss' restaurant, Old Lady Gang. She responds to that. We're gonna get into that in the video. And also, when you become such a huge figure, you just naturally have haters. And we're gonna talk about some of Keith Lee's haters. And then Keith Lee is finally done in Atlanta. We're gonna go over his tour as he recaps his experiences, including speaking about the slight confrontation that was filmed by some bystanders outside of the restaurant Toast. But first thing first, let's see what Kandi Burruss has to say in response to Keith Lee's review.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Kandi, and I'm about to speak on it. No, I'm joking. I'm not about to speak on it. I really just wanted to say I do appreciate Keith Lee for stopping by our restaurant and trying to show us love. It is very unfortunate that we couldn't serve him and his family. We would have loved to, okay? But he's right. We don't take to-go orders on the weekends, and the simple reason is because we do love and appreciate the people who come and support our restaurant. On the weekends, we get a lot of community support, people in our city that show up for us, as well as a lot of people from out of town. So with that being said, we don't want to overwhelm our kitchen by having to, have such long times for the people who are actually at the restaurant, plus having to do to-go orders, because obviously that would make the wait times even longer. So that's the reason for that. For those of you, I saw a couple people was like, why wouldn't they take to-go orders? Well, that's why. Anyway, with that, outside of that, I want to say thanks to Keith for trying to even show up to our restaurant and show us love. Thanks for trying to bring your family by, and maybe next time we'll still get a chance to serve you. Okay, all right. Oh, and much love to our hostess. When I listened back to the video, I felt like she was being very polite. What she said to us was that basically when she called the names on the list before him or before his family, that the people didn't show up, which happens sometimes. Sometimes people put their name on the list and they don't want to wait. So I don't know. That's what she said to us. And other than that, I mean, if she did do it because she saw him, it's okay. Because, I mean, a lot of people, when they see somebody they love, they try to look out for them. And we try to look out for our people who come and support us. So with that being said, thank you for the support. Thank you to everybody who reached out today. We're okay. And thanks to Keith. Bye.
All right, so that was Kandi Burruss. Now, some people aren't feeling that she didn't acknowledge the preferential treatment that Keith Lee said that he received, and he wasn't really feeling that in comparison to how other patrons are being received at the restaurant. Now, this person says the point keeps being missed. Keith wants to be treated good before y'all found out it's him. That's the only way he can give an honest review. If y'all only give people with clout preferential treatment, then that is a problem. This person says that Kandi wanted to see Keith and his family in 5 minutes so she can get a review for her business. I don't see why Keith made it a point to call this out. It's so sad to see so many of our people have a crab in a bucket mentality. This person says the whole point is to treat everybody the same, but a lot of y'all self-esteem is so low that you would prefer a celeb be treated differently. But this person said this is some millennial ass ish to be complaining about receiving special treatment. Believe it or not, a business may bump you to the front of the line if you are an online critic with a large following. Quavo might take your seat when he walks in a barbershop. Why would they make you wait if they solicited you to come to their establishment? Quick crime. This commenter says the biggest issue is favoritism. You chose a person with clout over a regular person, not about takeout. This lady says, good, go to hell. That man had multiple issues that you didn't address. All right, that's the last one we're going to read right there. So you see it's already some mixed reviews when it comes to that in this situation. Now, even though some people aren't feeling Kandi Burruss' response to Keith Lee's review, I'm going to tell you right now, it's much better than what Milk and Honey, the real Milk and Honey, it's better than what they said in response. And to catch y'all up on that, you might have missed this video that I did. Look at this.
Did you see this Keith Lee video about the real milk and honey?
And who is this Keith Lee?
Daddy, you don't know Keith Lee?
Yeah.
No.
God damn, they really try to play Keith Lee like that, huh? Crazy. And on top of that response, you have an employee, a Milk and Honey employee saying this right here. Y'all let an autistic man tell you what to eat. Also, it's only TikTok. Nobody give a funk in real life. Be funkin' for real. And yes, y'all see her name. The real manic mogul, Milk and Honey Management. Yeah. But the same ones that was scrambling around trying to serve that man, even though they had an alleged deep cleaning situation going on at the store. Now they saying that the person that called Keith Lee autistic, they saying the words around the streets is they saying that she got fired. This person says calling Keith Lee autistic on a Sunday and thinking you would have your job on a Monday is insane. She got fired. Please say yes. And the person says, let's see how well that goes down for her now. They fired her. She was on TikTok crying. So this is all alleged. That's a word around the TikTok streets. This is alleged, but it'll make sense. How can you keep someone like that on your payroll? Like, hold on, Milk and Honey is trending. Why is they trending? Let's see. This person says I was gonna spare them, but I don't like how they're playing with Keith for real. This is why the real Milk and Honey was deep cleaning, and this person posted a text message saying why there was a roach on our table at real Milk and Honey. We got our food for free. Ew, OMG, I wouldn't even eat that. Girl, we had just finished eating. Like the roach brought us our ticket. LMAO, oh no, what the people say at the restaurant. That was October 23rd. I don't know if that was the reason why they was deep cleaning, but that's this person a legend. Listen, I don't know why the real Milk and Honey is trending on Twitter, but hey, like I told y'all, there's a lot of controversy going around with Keith Lee right now. This TikTok addresses a couple of the bad reviews, especially a young lady saying, funk Keith Lee.
The amount of people, okay, that feel like this lady is astounding. Keith Lee did nothing wrong. All he did was expose you. That's it. And now you pissed off that you got exposed. He didn't badmouth no business. Y'all literally treated his family like trash. And y'all want him to handle y'all with care. Y'all better off issuing an apology and saying y'all want to do better. Like, look at this shit, man. No respect, no integrity. Like, what's wrong with these people? But see, this is why Keith Lee got God on his side. Atlanta, you should be ashamed.
Okay, now let's get a perspective from an actual influencer, you feel me? Yesterday we heard from Cardi B. Today we got a comedian, he's speaking on the situation.
Okay, this is the one thing I want to say about Keith Lee that I hadn't seen nobody say yet. Here's why it's hard to get him to review your food good. Because you would have to treat everybody the same. You don't know when he's coming. He ain't gonna come in and you're like, oh, Keith, let's treat him right. That don't work. That backfires. And the people he's sending in for the food, he don't never show them on the videos. So in order to treat him well, you would have to treat every customer well. And well, that's just gonna take too much doggone time. It's easy to treat celebs well when they come in. We celebs, we on our way, treat us different. That's easy. But you try to do that to Keith, and it backfired. He like the Joker right now. You trying to bribe him? He's like, nah, man, I don't want your money. I want to pay for the food, and I want to be treated normal. People are like, what? This ain't how celebrity works. Let me treat you different. And then the video go crazy because of that. And the restaurants, they not finna treat everybody well. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Okay, so that's some perspective. Everyone has a perspective, and I'm going to embrace that. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. But we're going to sign out this video with Keith Lee giving his complete tour of the crazy week that he had in Atlanta. Check this out right here.
This week has been insane. This is a recap of everything that's happened this week. The good and the not so good. Let's talk about it. Let's just address the elephant in the room. These two videos were posted yesterday.
Make sure if they get food, we'll sit down.
Long story short, me and my family tried to go to Old Lady Gang, and that situation just wasn't for me. And I want to be very clear. Usually when celebrities come in, they want to be treated like that. I'm not a celebrity. I'm a normal person. So I get the employee was just trying to do her job. I'm just not the target audience for that kind of treatment. So we went to another place. We went to the Toast on Linux timeline. We went to Old Lady Gang. I shot the video. We left and went to Toast on Linux. Toast on Linux is where those two videos were taken. I had no intention of shooting the video. We just went to eat food. We walked up. It was a 2.5 hour wait time. But the people that were waiting were dressed to the nines, head to toe. On Sunday in Atlanta, people go to brunch, so they expect to wait. We didn't know that. While I was there, me and my wife took a picture with a lady who does food reviews. She has nothing to do with the situation other than the fact that we took a picture together while she was eating. They said it was a 2.5 hour wait time. We said, okay, we're gonna go somewhere else. While we walked out, the entire staff walked out behind us. They attempted to implore us to stay and said that we can sit down immediately. Again, I'm not the target audience for that. Usually I would just leave, but before we left, we saw 2 cars with 2 people in each car. So they were separate. It was 2 girls in one car over here. It was 2 girls in one car over here. One car had been waiting for an hour and a half. The other car had been waiting for an hour. One car was trying to do takeout. One car was trying to sit down. So again, the people that were waiting inside that were dressed to the nines, they didn't mind waiting. But the people that were sitting in these cars, I didn't like that. So the owner and the manager walked out and they offered us a table for us to be able to sit down. We told them as a family that we would do takeout, but we wouldn't eat in the restaurant. And the only way we would do takeout is if they gave the table that they was gonna get us to the 2 girls that was sitting in this car, which they did. And on top of that, they had to make sure the girls that was sitting in this car got takeout before we did, which again, they did. The staff and the owner were extremely accommodating. They were nice, they were accommodating, they were professional. And again, that's just my experience. When we got the food, we all enjoyed it. Personally, the food was good to me. But again, I wasn't recording anything. I was just eating. We paid for our food and I tipped the waitress $500. I wasn't gonna say nothing about it because again, I was just eating food. But these videos came out and I just wanted to make sure we clear that up. The lady we met inside the restaurant had nothing to do with anything. She was just eating food. And I wasn't arguing with nobody. I don't argue. I even said in the video that they recorded, I'm just Keith. Social media aside, I'm a normal person. Cardi B went live last night and she said this about our situation.
Talking about this guy called Keith, that he does restaurant review. And I'm like, who is that? Who is that? I know that being a restaurant owner is a lot of hard work. And so many people have invested money in their restaurants. People, you know, like this is their everything. But I always find this. Eating in Atlanta, it is such an event. You could barely order in Atlanta restaurants. Like you go like, hey, I would like to make an order. Oh yeah, we don't take orders. They don't do no pickup orders. They don't do delivery.
God is amazing. Shout out to Cardi B. The Real Milk and Honey is one of the restaurants that me and my family went to. The Real Milk and Honey and Milk and Honey are 2 different restaurants. The Real Milk and Honey is a restaurant we went to. Milk and Honey is a restaurant we did not attend. I already was very clear and transparent, asking y'all not to leave hate anywhere. But specifically, don't leave hate to the Milk and Honey. They didn't do anything. Update, I just received a notice from the owner of the Milk and Honey. The place that we did not go to, them and their employees been receiving death threats. I'm absolutely 100% not with that. That's so corny and so lame, regardless of my opinion on any restaurant, even if it's the Real Milk and Honey. We don't do that over here at all. If you do that, you are not somebody that watch me and not somebody that support what me and my family are on. God bless you. And I mean, under any circumstances, that's not okay in my eyes. But again, if y'all would listen to me, don't leave hate nowhere. If you would like to have your own personal experience on any of these restaurants, I encourage you to go. But now to the most important thing. These are all the amazing things we're able to do while we're in Atlanta.
I've been through so much to open this restaurant. Didn't even know I was going to be able to open it. And you know, tonight, who walked through my door? Keith Lee.
It is 8:40 at night, and this is the line.
Everything I've been wanting, manifesting for my life. Everything I've been wanting, manifesting.
Who would have thought Keith Lee would bring ATL out, bro? Like, God did this, Bird did this, Keith Lee did this, nigga, we did this!
Popular TikToker Keith Lee is sparking a lot of conversation about Atlanta's food scene.
Packed of Keith Lee. Look at these cars lined up, y'all. This area is always empty, but this is just one side. It is never packed, but this is the dining experience.
Oh, you got these people attention now. Talk that talk, George. You got these people attention now. Now they know it's not a game no more.
Shout out to every single person that we met while we were there. The hospitality from the locals in Atlanta, crazy. Something I'll never forget. This has been another stop on a Keith Lee and family food tour. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe.
Alright, so there you have it, man. Like I told y'all, a lot of good mixed with some bad. You know, the bad travels further, but at least he did help some people that was there. That was the goal. That's always the goal. But to show how good someone is doing, sometimes you have to show the bad that's out there so you can have a comparison as far as why you should appreciate the good. That's just how it goes sometimes. And you only are going to be respected as a reviewer if you tell the truth, you tell the honest truth. That's what that man did. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.